What up, y'all? PGN podcast. Your boy Scumbag Mickey on the fucking grind. I just dropped 3 blogs about the battle rap
Mm-hmm.
event that I saw last night. And go to the channel and check that out. But for now, we're talking about NFL Sunday, mad good topics for them from the week, like we always do.
Hmm?
But before we get into all that, what is it? Episode 90. Episode 90. Um, and let's get into what the hell our week was for this week. I know we're gonna say the same shit. You know what I mean? We just weren't. We went to the gym. We went home, and that's it. You know what I mean? The most we have is like, yeah, I went to the doctors, and I'm healthy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first since I don't really have much. So the only thing that happened to me this week was that I will be officially back to my job pretty soon. So yeah, so I'll let you guys know when I'm stepping away. But that's the only thing that really happened besides gym. So it's I'll be back my job.
Just gonna be me and Zaza.
Yeah, I mean,
nah, what's going on, man? You gotta change your job, bro. You gotta change the job. You gotta do something.
Hey, man, I'm trying to make moves there. So
hey, man, what you got too?
Yo, the pod comes first, bro. It's the only way to make it. The pod comes first. You ain't potted right if the pod don't come first. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, but then that sucks. We keep saying this, Zaza, but we don't be doing it. We gotta get at least once he leaves, we gotta start getting guests every now and then.
Nah,
like get your man Strawberry podcast to hop in here.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Get fucking
Coach was on a couple times. Get him.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get not every Sunday, but I'm saying like once in a while. You know
I get it. No, I get it.
Yeah, if EP wants to pop in once in a while, he can do that too.
No, I think that one's done. He's like he'll stay behind the screen, maybe once in a while, but I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
My week was it was fun. Getting back into the grind of things. I went to the game on Friday. Shout out to Columbia High School for shouting out the pod on their college Columbia football page. So that was good. Got a lot of love on the score updates and stuff like that. A lot of the kids are like, "Yo, Za, I want you to say how much sacks I got. We got 5 interceptions, not 4." I'm like, "All right, dogs, like just chill out." Like,
you only got to admit it. You only got to admit to so
like it's all right. We not. They like, nah, I want to be on the show. Like tell them what I did. I got a sack because I knew we was gonna talk about it. I was like, all right, guys. Like,
you know what you should probably do? A post game show. At some point if you could do it.
Yeah,
no, and that's the thing. That's what I thought I couldn't do. But once they
they don't have a media room in the high school.
They do. They actually do. They have a black. What is it? A black box. So it's like they do film in there and stuff like that because they're really into their media. Because actually, I hit up one of the Columbia kids. He takes pictures. He's like, "Yo, do you guys want to do a photo shoot, a PGN photo shoot?" He's like, "I'll do it for you guys for free." So like,
we should take him up on that.
Yeah.
So get it. All right.
Yeah, I'll send you his information. I'll send you his Instagram account. But yeah, besides that, it was actually a fun week. My niece is over, so that's why I'm not at the usual spot. So I was doing uncle duties all weekend. So
all right, word.
It's fun.
Yeah, man. I didn't do a fucking thing. I worked, went to the gym, and I'm tired as fuck from last night. Went to work, came home, fucking watched the battle rap event all the way to fucking 10:30. Then I fucking went to watch the fight. 2 in the morning. I didn't go to bed at 3 in the morning. Then I had to get up early, bring my son to church. Nuts. I'm fucking beat. If I sound all fucked up today, my points are all jumbled up and I'm just fucking rambling.
Yeah.
You know why? I'm
Been
fucking
up all
done.
night.
We'll definitely get to how long that fight was. Because I wasn't.
I tried to do the battle rap blocks before this. I was fucking disgusting. I was fucking choppy as hell. I don't know what the hell I was saying. I'm done. But yeah, let's get to the week, Mr. K Dat.
All right. So our first topic will be takeaways from week 1 of the NFL season. I will start first. The first takeaway I have is let's all calm down about week 1, especially that Baltimore game. As a Bills fan, I was happy for the win, but after the game, a lot of people, especially the day after, they were like, "Yo, the Bills, they're the best team in NFL. Yo, Baltimore can't beat Buffalo. The AFC wants to Buffalo. I'm like, yo, let's calm it down. It's week 1. And first of all, especially as Bills fan, I was deeply concerned about what I saw, despite the win. That was more in Baltimore, John Harbaugh. We'll get to John Harbaugh in a minute, but that was more about John Harbaugh once again blowing a big double-digit lead. He's done that a lot, if you see the stats. But as Bills fan, it shows you how great Josh Allen is, And remember, stays out when they drafted, I was like, I don't know about this, but he proved me wrong. He proved everybody wrong. He went from what he was. He pretty much changed his whole entire game, his mechanics, everything. And now he's probably one of the best players in the NFL. And there's a reason why they made that comeback on Sunday. But the biggest concern for me as Bills fan is the defense. The defense is bad, and it's been an issue all throughout Sean McDermott's tenure as the Bills head coach. And they just ran over. Like Derrick Henry had multiple big runs. And
isn't he a defensive coach?
that I don't know. Doesn't seem to me. I haven't seen it since day one. He's been there. So especially the secondary. The secondary was I don't know how to see that. That's why I'm like, when people say, "Oh, this is the Bills' year," I'm like, I know I'm pessimistic in nature, but still, when I see the Bills' defense, I'm just like, I don't know how the Bills can win Super Bowl with this defense. I just can't see it. Like Josh Allen could only do so much, and we see in the playoff games, he's played well in the playoff games they lost. It's just that if Sean McDermott does one bad coach decision or defense just doesn't play well, so I'm just like this. Let's calm it down. And look, like I said during the week on the chat, I think the Jets can win today.
No Ed Oliver too.
Ed Oliver's their best defensive front player, and he's out. Taron Johnson, he's another solid corner. He's out too. So if the Jets, their game plan is going to run. They're going to run and run and run. And if the Bills can't stop them, I think the Jets have a good chance to win the game. So that's my takeaway number one. I think, hey, look, it was a great one for the Bills to come back, but let's calm it down here. It's only week 1, and even if the Bills' schedule is easy, so I think they should win about 12, 13 games. I don't think they're the class of the AFC just yet, in my opinion. And my second takeaway is, hey, man, the Packers, man, they look pretty good. Those first two games they have, especially defensively. So that Michael Parsons train is already paying off, and you see it. They've pretty much shut down Goff, and they shut up Jaden Daniels on Thursday. So they look really good. Jordan Love hasn't really played well. He's been okay, but he hasn't played well. And if he starts to play well, hey, they could be a contender to win the Super Bowl. I could see it with their defense, with their weapons they have. Jordan Love, if he comes along, they can be a contender in the NFC. So those are my two takeaways. Saint Zah, what are your takeaways from week 1 of the NFL season?
First takeaway is I know Ravens fans don't want to hear this. I know I got a football colleague who I used to play with back in high school who don't want to hear this. But John Harbaugh needs to be on the hot seat. You losing games like this now, to me, is wild. You had a 15-point lead in the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left, and you lost that
4.
game.
It was actually 4.
We continue to give him he has Lamar. He's had a unanimous MVP, and they lost in the second round. Remember that? You remember that? They lost to the Titans. They lost to the Titans. Ravens fans, if you don't start calling John Harbaugh out, now we got a problem, because I've seen other coaches get fired for less. You've had the MVP. You had home field advantage against the Chiefs. You lost.
Oh, we can even go back even further than that. I remember it was like 2014, the year that the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Remember, they had a lead in that game against the Patriots in the division round. And they blew it then. Remember the Super Bowl against the 49ers? The 49ers almost came back and won that game. So this has been a trend all throughout John Harbaugh's coaching career with the Ravens. It's that, hey, if they have a big lead, it's not necessarily the game's over. And that's something that the Ravens have to figure out. If they don't figure it out, I think you have to really consider, hey, John Harbaugh's tenure with the Ravens.
How is it his fault?
Zay
Flowers, dumbass, diving in the end zone like a fucking retard, got that shit knocked out. Mark Andrews, bitch ass, bumping the fucking ball, falling. Lamar Jackson doing this dumb shit, and the ball gets knocked out. Lamar Jackson throwing some dumbass fucking interception. And what was that game last year? It was last year, right? Or the year before that. It was last year. all the analysis are like, why isn't he running? There was
because
plays he'll roll out and he's standing there. Run, bro! You got like 30 yards. He's quick. He could do a move, get like 40, 50, 60 yards, bro. You could score on that. He's sitting there going looking for the stop. And then his receivers aren't really like that. Zay Flowers is good, but he's up and down.
and he's a small receiver as well.
Your offense is built off your RPO. Because once you go like this to Derrick Henry, the whole defense got to freeze.
Yep.
Because I don't know who's running. Because how many times have they done an RPO or he hands it off to Derrick Henry? There's a hole. Bam! Derrick Henry's out. Because the defense can't like really blitz. They gotta stand still. He fucked that game up. John Harbaugh and that Ravens organization, they're an awesome organization. They've been awesome since fucking they had Ray Lewis and Shannon Sharp and Trent Dilfer and da-da-da. Every fucking Raven player that's left that fucking franchise has not one bad word to say about that franchise.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're a bad organization.
that.
I'm just saying they might need a change of voice because you not getting this far, you losing these leads. These are bad. These are not. It's not all. It's on the players, but it's like, yo, bro, what's going on? Like you shouldn't.
Yeah, what are you saying during the week? What's the mindset that you're telling the players before the games?
So, like, I'm just saying, see Marvin look like, bro, you have.
Listen, the way I see
the Super Bowl.
The way I see is this, right? The Yankees right now, right? They're number one in errors.
Yep.
In the league.
Jesus.
Right? So they're blaming. What is Aaron Boone doing? Bro, you can't catch. Aaron Boone gotta teach you how to catch.
You gotta talk to your players.
How to get a ground ball and throw to first base. I gotta teach you that. That's little league shit. You fucking up. Remember, I don't know if you watch baseball like that. One year, Chuck Knobloch was second base. He couldn't throw the first no more.
Yeah, the yips, yeah.
He couldn't throw the first no more. We would be like, oh, Joe Torre, what are you doing there? You're not coaching him right. Like, no, the guy's totally lost his fucking mind. What do you want me to do? You know,
well, that's one player, but with the Yankees, the issue is that there's a couple of different players where it's like they're making errors all the time. So
bro,
is it the players or is it, hey, maybe you're not emphasizing the fundamentals of baseball? And I think that's been the talking point for a lot of people within the Yankees.
I think maybe the issue is we're off topic now, but it's a loosey goosey coaching.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Is that like Bill Belichick? Like you the ball was under your leg. Bill Belichick probably be like, you're doing 85 ground balls. You know what I'm saying? Someone like that. Where Aaron Boone probably be like, he's an adult, he'll pick up. Anywho's, but yeah, I just think that it comes down to the players.
Well, there was that 4-3 call. He didn't go for it, which I thought was crazy. I was like, hey, man.
They punted it. I was like, you're gonna
punt it
back to Josh Allen? That's what I'm
like
saying.
this. Hey, look, if you don't get it, you're gonna lose anyway. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose anyway. So either get the first down or you lose. That's how I look at it. And he was like, I'll trust my defense, even though Jair Alexander, I don't know. Oof.
Yeah, they went down the field on him like there was no tomorrow. And like I'm just trying to say, wrap up this Ravens point. The Bills, they're good, but it's just Josh Allen has to do too much Superman. And I think sometimes that'll wear on him. He's not throwing interceptions anymore. I think he's gotten over that.
Yeah, he's gotten over
reckless throwing and type of stuff. He will take the checkdowns and stuff like that. So I'm really loving the growth of Josh Allen. I just feel like he does too much. Another takeaway, I think Micah might be the missing piece to the Packers thing. If Jordan Love can play the way he did in that lead that 2 years ago, I think they can win the Super Bowl. When they were beating everyone, they beat they went to the. If he can play like that, I think they win Super Bowl. He's still not there yet. He's still like missing throws and stuff like that. That's cool. But the talk of the week got to be JJ. JJ McCarthy, what he did in that Monday night game, he won me over. Because it wasn't just the fact that he played bad that first half. He threw the interception. He threw the pick six. Mm-hmm. You heard him on the sideline say, yo, don't give up on me. 3 touchdowns in the second half, bro. And looked like a baller. And Caleb Williams, dog. I don't know, man. You still haven't taken that. Because after that first drive, everything went downhill for him. But JJ, They ain't talking about you well. See, that's what you do. They ain't talking about you well. You don't complain about it. You go out there and play. I love what JJ McCarthy did.
And they showed a picture
Did.
of him with his newborn. He was
Yep.
with a laptop looking over plays. I was like,
I
oh,
love it. I love it.
yeah.
He's invested. He's invested. If you want to beat someone, beat JJ. Don't talk to the hate. Don't repeat. Just go out there and win. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Scumbag, what are your takeaways from week 1?
Take away from week 1, the Giants is still ass.
I
That's
don't know
number
how
one.
that's new. That's not new.
That's my take from week 1. That's my number 1 take. They are trash. I'm starting to think, is it the play? See, here's the thing with the coach. Why every time? Look at Daniel Jones, how he's looking right now. Why when you get a quarterback, they ass? I noticed that I'm watching the game. You know what they do a lot of misdirection. But the ball's not being pushed down the field. They're running a bunch of misdirection, and he's doing like 8-yard pass, 9-yard pass, 11-yard pass, 15-yard pass. Bitch, throw a bomb. Jalen Hyatt, when he's supposed to be the fucking run a 4-2 or some shit, and they don't even throw him the ball. So that's number 1. That's probably up. That right there, that team is more the coaching. You know what I'm saying? On that side. That's number 1. Number 2, Jerry Jones probably looks like a big ass idiot right now. For not giving Micah the money.
Yeah.
And look what he's doing now. But hey, you know what? Sometimes it takes that to happen. Like look what happened when Luka took his diet serious when they traded him. They woke him up like, all right, bro, you could lose all this shit if you don't start taking it seriously.
Yep.
And that's probably where Micah's at. But we'll see, like we said, who won the trade long term because Micah's having back problems. He needs a fucking shot before every game.
Yep.
I don't know how long that's gonna last. But he's running on pure adrenaline right now. But it's a long NFL season. We don't know Game 7, Game 8 if he'll be playing. But Packers are running him good. They're not running him every down, every play.
Yep.
They're spotting him.
Yep.
So because they don't need him.
Nope.
That's what they got rid of Kenny Clark. We got other guys, bro. Take him. We'll get this guy. Yo, play 30, 40 snaps and just come in and rush the quarterback, bro. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that goes. But right now, Jerry looks bad, especially when they won and they're going, thank you, Jerry. It's like, damn. So, yeah, Packers look crazy week 1. And, of course, we know what they did on Thursday. And Chiefs are in trouble. That's another talking point. You know what I mean? We'll see what they do today. Hopefully, they can bounce back. And yeah, man, best game of the week too. Ravens and Bills. That game was fire. That's about it.
Yeah. All right. Go to our MVP picks real quick before we go to the next topic. So my first pick, I had the Steelers over the Seahawks. This is the home over for the Steelers. You know, they didn't really play well defensively that week 1 against the Jets. And I know Seattle has, you know, they have some weapons here and there. It should be a close game, but, you know, Steelers usually play well at home. So, you know, I think Steelers are going to win that game. My second pick is the Lions over the Bears. Lions, we could talk about the Lions. They really need to bounce back after week 1. It did not look good. Look to the point where, hey, this is a team that might be on a regression path. So they have an opportunity here to, you know, bounce back. You know, the Bears, they, as you said, Cesar, they played well early in the game, but then it kind of faded, especially in the second half. So we'll see about that. That should be another good game, a divisional game. And, yeah, I have the Lions in that one. And the third pick is obviously the big game, the 425 game. It is the rematch of the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles. I have the Eagles. I'm not going to make the same mistake I made during the Super Bowl. I'm going to pick Kansas City. You know, Worthy's probably not going to be playing. They don't have Rice right now. You know, Pacheco has not looked great. Hollywood Brown has not looked great. The whole offense of the Chiefs, it's not looking good right now. So it's going to be tough for the Chiefs to score, in my opinion, even despite the fact that the Eagles have lost a lot of defensive players in the offseason.
Yeah.
So Jalen Carter will be back. So I think the Eagles should win the game. It won't be a blowout like the Super Bowl, but it should be close. But I think the Eagles have that game. And then my last pick will be the Sunday night game between the Falcons and the Vikings. I'll go with the Vikings. I like what I saw from J.J. McCarthy in the second half. I mean, it was impressive, from struggling in the first half to having 3 straight scoring drives, 2 touchdowns passing, 1 running in himself. So, first home opener, I think he'll play well. The Falcons actually they played pretty well against the Buccaneers. They missed the field goal, but the kicker and their kicker, they're not even playing a kicker. They have a new kicker this week, so we'll see how that plays out. But Penix played well. It should be a good game. So I got the Vikings in that one. So those are my MVP picks. Saints, do you have your picks, or we can go to come back?
I'm ready.
Oh, you ready? Okay. What are your picks?
I got the Cowboys over the Giants.
Yo, fuck out of here!
Listen, I like Russell.
Why are you picking that game? You picking that game to fuck with me. That's why.
It's my pick.
That's why you picked that game.
My MVP picks should not be judged or
Giants and the
scrutinized right now. Okay.
Who's choosing that game? That game's an MVP pick.
Man.
It is a Sunday, all right? We need to be gracious about people's picks, okay? Like, I think
you're right.
The Cowboys, because honestly, if a little things, CD catches some passes, I think they could have beat the Eagles. They had a chance.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that's good. This is a bad week. This is a really, really bad week of football.
Yeah, these games are trash.
These games are like, yo, we gave y'all something week 1. I'm sorry, Ree. I know you watching right now. I gotta go with my boy JJ over the Falcons. Penix is good. He playing good right now. Like the offense.
Penix surprised me Sunday.
Yeah.
He good.
Bijan, he scored the first touchdown. He looked good, but I don't know how y'all faded and it got that close, but. And now y'all fired your kicker. This is why Kofi always knows how I feel about kickers, so I don't even need to talk about it. Kickers
feed the beast.
Job. You have one
feed
job.
Feed the beast. Feed Bijan Robinson,
and you lose it. So anyway, I got the Eagles over the Chiefs. I just think the Chiefs are. But see, the only thing about this is that everyone's picking the Eagles. I'm nervous because this could be a game where the Chiefs show out. It's like
I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be closer than most. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like in Super Bowl. I don't
but I do think the Chiefs' injuries are a lot, and I don't think because they don't have any outside weapons like that. Worthy's hurt, so I'll probably go with the Eagles. It should be a close game. Same thing. I'm going with the Lions over the Bears because, dog, there's really nothing here. Because if I'm not choosing Ravens over Browns, we all know who's going to win that game. So we got Jared Goff, you have to have a bounce back game, bro. Like, people are looking at you crazy right now. Like, you looking like, oh, yeah, we know why. Even Kobe said on TikTok, people will comment, they're like, I agree with you. So, Goff, you got to step up, bro. And then, I never like choosing my team. I'll go Rams over. I'll go Steelers over Seahawks. I just think Steelers are Rodgers is in his 5-game window span of playing really good. And then the Rodgers thing will happen. He'll start talking too much. But those are my MVP picks. I don't even know what PGN bets is going to look like because there's not anything I'm like really. I will guarantee a DK good game because, he is going to be against his old team. So that's all.
All right, scumbag. What are your picks?
First pick, Ravens over Brown. Not playing now. So I have 2 games that I think could be sleepers. All right. First game. This is a sleeper game. Could be a very high-scoring game. Could be a shootout. Could be a fun game to watch. Jaguars versus Bengals. I think that's a sleeper game. No one's mentioning that game. No one's talking about that game. We see Trevor Lawrence in the new offense. You know what I'm saying? He got weapons. He got Brian Thomas Jr. They didn't really use Travis Hunter last week. They didn't have to. Travis Etienne, fantasy watch. If you don't have him on your team, Bayshore Tootin. Look out for him. He's supposed to be an explosive running back. They traded Take Bigsby for a reason. So we'll see if he gets any action today. So I got Jaguars over the Bengals.
Oh, that's especially after the way Bengals played last week. You're not wrong about that one.
And I think the Jaguars offense is too powerful for the Bengals defense, and Bengals start off slow where they like their offense isn't as powerful yet. They're gonna score today. They're gonna score today, but you saw how dominant that offense was. How they get mid-season.
Yep.
So I don't think they're there yet. So I got Jaguars over the Bengals there. I got other sleeper game Broncos versus Colts. We thought week one Broncos were gonna come out here and steamroll the fucking Titans. It was a close game. Bo Nix was fucking throwing interceptions.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? He looked terrible out there. And then you got what? The Colts looked great last week. They totally annihilated the fucking Dolphins. You know what I mean? So hey, we're looking at this game like Broncos as good as we think they are. No, the Colts as bad as we thought they were before the season started. They might be better. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a tough game, but I still think Broncos pull it out. They got the better defense. I think Bo Nix wakes up better this week. He's a disciplined player. He'll take the turnovers down, maybe run more. You know what I'm saying? And fantasy alert, RJ Harvey. This is gonna be the week they start separating the touches between him and fucking J.K. Dobbins. You saw last week he ran for like a 50-yard fucking run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need explosive players like that. So I think they'll look more into that and they'll win that game. I got Eagles versus Chiefs. We already know all the injuries, blah, 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 blah. It was the biggest game of the week, so I said, fuck it. Eagles over Chiefs. And my last game, that's what I had trouble with. Who the fuck is my last game? Should I do Panthers and Cardinals?
Hey,
Buccaneers
man.
and Texans? Jesus
There's not much
Christ.
pickings. There's not much pickings this week.
This is insane. 49ers and Saints. Jesus Christ. You just
Mac Jones starting that game.
And Mac
All
Jones is starting. Yeah, Purdy's out for a couple of weeks.
I still got. All right, I'll do that. I'll still got the Niners over the Saints, though. I still got the Niners over the Saints. Better coach, better players. They should win that game. And I don't know. Fucking Shanahan puts the quarterback back there. They do their thing. You know what I'm saying? No Mac Jones' ass, but Mac Jones will probably, you know what I'm saying? Pearsall. There you go. Fantasy fucking fantasy alert right there. He can have a blow-up game because he runs intermediate passes and Mac Jones doesn't really push the ball downfield. But this could be a close game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without Purdy, without Kittle. Kittle's out too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's out for a while. He's on IR, yeah.
So this could be a close game. But I still got the Niners.
All right, that is our MVP picks. We'll be posting them later on today. You guys can see it, comment, and do whatever you want with them. All right, topic number 2 now. The big fight last night between Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford. And as a PSA from me, can we please start these main events earlier, man? That main event started at 12:56. 12:56 Eastern time.
I was out.
Oh, you out?
Watch the fight.
You didn't watch the fight?
I didn't watch the fight, bro. I was so tired, bro.
Yo, I was like, I was like, let me push through it. I was able to push through it, but it was tough.
Dog, I'll take care of, like, my niece is sleeping. We trying to put it, so it's just like a lot of stuff was going on, bro. Like, I was like, brother's over, my sister's over, the house is, and I was just like, yo, we ain't good. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna make this. So I'm gonna depend on you guys to kind of get. I saw some highlights. I was like, okay, but you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, like I said, PSA, man, we got these main events like at 11:30, man, maybe like 12 at the latest. I mean, it's like 12:58 is just way too late for a lot of people, especially now. People aren't staying up that late like that anymore. So that's my PSA on that. Overall with the fight, it was a masterclass by Terrence Crawford. I mean, I thought it'd be a close fight, but it really wasn't. And it was apparent early on that any concerns about Burt Crawford moving up in weight class was quickly distinguished. So he had his game plan. He set up the jab, established the stab, and he was, counterpunched well, moved around, make sure Canelo wasn't really able to establish anything in terms of any like power punches. Canelo tried to punch him in the body shots, but Crawford kind of absorbed them, and that's when I think Broad Crawford realized, all right, I got control of this fight. These body shots that Canelo's known for, it's not really affecting me like I thought it would. So he really controlled the fight, and I think Canelo he tried, but you could see even the rounds that Canelo won. After that, Crawford was like, all right, nah, we not doing this, and he took control. So
Yeah.
overall, it
Yeah.
was just a masterclass, another Bud Crawford masterclass, and Canelo kind of wore down towards the end of that fight. You could tell he kind of was getting a little tired a little bit. So that's really what the fight was. It was two good boxers, but Bud Crawford seemed to have more of his way in terms of counter punches, the jab, and just able to be able to defend a lot better than what Canelo was able to do. Canelo, he tried, give Canelo credit, and he absorbed a lot of hits there, but he was able to go the distance. So I think Bud Crawford has established the fact that he's one of the top five fighters of this century. So that's my takeaway from the fight. Scumbag, did you watch the whole fight? Because I know you said he had a long.
Hell yeah.
Of course he did.
Hell yeah. I love boxing.
What were your thoughts on the fight?
Same thing, bro. Same thing. Yo, he dominated, bro. He dominated. Just see that, and you know what? Canelo is a champion. He stood toe-to-toe, even though he was getting his ass whipped. Like, yo, let's not get it twisted. Canelo got his ass whipped. Not joking. He dominated from the beginning.
Yeah.
He dominated from the beginning, and he got so comfortable. He was laughing mid-rounds. Canelo would catch him with an overhand, and he would just joke about it. I don't even know what game plan he had, because the corner kept saying in Spanish, go for the body, go for the body, go for the body. It's the 9th round. You get your ass punished. Stop saying go to the body. Crawford saw you could eat the body shot. He was taking it. He was going like this. He'll throw the body shot. He'll go like that, so you can kind of block it a little bit.
Yeah.
And right away, boom, come with a hook. I was like, damn. Yo, 9th, 10th round, Canelo's getting so frustrated, bro, that he'll go in, and Crawford go, big, real quick. And it was like, I think it was like 2-3 times. He went, when Crawford hit him, he went like this. He went like that.
Yeah.
In his head, he's like, yo, I can't make a move on this guy. As soon as I make one try to hit him, he hit me with a 3-piece combo, or he's hit me with at least just one hook. Like, he'll swing, he'll kind of catch him, he'll block it, and then boom, come right back up with a little quick uppercut. If you see the stats, Canelo had more power punches. Canelo was going for the fences after a while.
Yeah,
he was just trying to hit him with. He was going with the overhand right, and he was blocking it. He caught him one time kind of flush, and Crawford ate that. I'm like, oh my god, bro, you kind of landed one there. It was like 9th, 10th round. He landed a good overhand, and Crawford came right back at it. Boom, hit him. I'm like, dude. At this point, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna throw a towel in. You can't do shit.
That bad. Jeez.
Yeah. I called it from the beginning because I saw Crawford destroy Errol Spence. Dude, this guy is a machine, bro. Like, he really is. He's the Terminator. You hitting him, and he's just coming back at you harder.
Mm-hmm.
Is crazy. Yeah, I really wish. And he's such a dominant thing. He went up three weight classes.
That's what I was about to say.
He's so twisted that if he was fighting in the Mayweather ever, he would have fucking dropped down 5 weight classes to fight
just to fight Mayweather. Yeah,
just to fight Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
This is how crazy this dude is, bro. He just wants to be the best. He don't give a fuck about nothing else. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, he's 30 years old right now. Maybe a fight or two, you know what I'm saying? Because you beat the best. Who's next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went up 3 weight classes, beat the best, and got the ring belt. As the top fighter right now, pound for pound.
Where does he go from here? Yeah.
Fight a bear? A fucking grown ass grizzly bear? That's the only thing left. Box of kangaroo.
As long as he doesn't do the Jake Paul route.
Oh God!
Yeah, don't do that.
Fight Jake Paul. Fight Jake Paul.
Nah, you know Jake Paul's gonna have in his contract, yo. You can't throw any counters. You like.
He probably still win though.
That's what when I saw the fight. I said, "Who does he fight now?" My son was like, "Jake Paul." I was like, "Fuck out of here!" My son's like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Dude, You have so much shit. I said he had shit in the contract with Tyson. Imagine with Bud Crawford. He's gonna say you can't swing with the right, you can't swing with the left. You gotta fight blindfolded. You gotta fight handcuffed. You gotta fight with your legs shackled. Like you are you insane? That ain't happening. But I don't know what he's gonna do. But hey man, if he wants to retire at 38, guess what? You retire clean, no really damage, you know what I'm saying, to your psyche right now or your body. You know what I mean? If there's no one to fight, I think you proved yourself. Me personally. Like you wanna go in there and fight, I don't know who you fight. You can't fight who you gonna do. You're gonna drop weight and fight Shakur, but Shakur's your best
Who's your
friend.
best friend? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
and Gervonta won't take that fight.
No.
Gervonta's done. he can fight Teofimo, but Teofimo he ducking Shakur supposedly. So if you duck a Shakur, you want no parts of Bud.
Smoke with Bud, yeah.
Yeah.
You want no smoke with Bud. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But great fight. You saw after the fight, what's his name? Crawford brought the belts back to Canelo.
Yeah.
So yeah, great fight, and that goes to show, man. You fight the right way. You don't got to shit talk. You got to talk about people's families. You don't try to cause controversies. You know what I mean? You can have a good fight, and you can have a respectable fight, and pay respect to each other after, and it'll be good. I thought it was a good fight. I'm not saying it lived up to the hype, like wasn't nothing crazy, but it was a solid fight where it wasn't ass. I'm glad it wasn't ass.
Yeah. It was a solid fight. Yeah.
It was a solid fight. Good fight.
Yeah, from what I've heard, everyone was like it was a great fight. It was a solid fight. It's just that Bud just dominated Canelo. Like I saw the hit where he made him turn. I was like, oh, Joe, jeez, bro. Like Bud is a different type of dude, man. He's a different type of dude. I love boxing like that. Remember, you're supposed to die and all this other type of stuff, and he's still here just kicking people's asses. Like, listen, Bud, get your flowers, bro. Like, I'm really like. What? Go on.
No, I was gonna say it is to say, like, I was thinking something like I remember back in high school when people were like, "Oh, Mayweather, he's just a dodger and all that." But it's like that's a sweet science. It's like, it's all about getting hit and not getting hit. That's the point of boxing. And seeing Crawford do this again, that shows you what it is. It's knockouts are cool and all that, but it's all about, hey, can I impose my will and say, hey, I can get you out with these jabs. I could just keep counterpunching you, getting you with the jabs, uppercuts, all that stuff. And you not being able to hit me either. So I think seeing that is, the essence of boxing.
And the thing with Bud is when he walked into the match and they stood across from each other, all that weight Bud put on, it looked good on him.
It did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't look fat. He had the weight and he was cut up. I'm like, oh, okay, he looked different, bro. Yeah, no, Bud's a different dude. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm happy for him though. That he got that. He kneeled down. He didn't cry, but he was close to it after the fight. He kneeled down when they said he won, and that's like, bro, imagine you break your ass your whole life in a sport you love, and you become the greatest at it. One of the greatest.
Yeah.
When it's all said and done, they might have you top 20, top 15, top 10. I don't know where they're gonna place him, but he's gonna be up there.
Yes, come back. Is that for you? Like, if you ever got a Grammy, right? Or something like that?
Nah, I don't give a fuck about no Grammy.
No, but I'm saying if you ever got a big time accomplishment in the music world, would that be the same feeling? I'm saying
my accomplishment, if I made it, would be like, if I made it, it would be something like, me personally, I guess for the average person, a Grammy would be, but me, something like I'm performing at like a fucking peace. Fucking like a concert about peace, like, you know what I mean? How YouTube be doing it, how they used to do back in the day and shit like that. Like, that'll be me making it, not a Grammy. But I guess a Grammy. I wouldn't cry though. I'll be like, thanks guys. I'll be like, thanks, great, whatever. But but I feel like in boxing is different. Like boxing, you're fighting, you're fist fighting. Like, it's a lot, man. To even train to be a boxer, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen the training camps. You've seen the videos of Mayweather running around in Vegas early in the morning and all that stuff.
Huh?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, bro. You put your body through a lot. To drop weight, gain weight, it's crazy. And you have to be disciplined.
Yes.
Like in basketball, you could be Jokic. You could come up the off season. You could drink
Mm-hmm.
80 fucking beers, get yourself into game shape. Nah, boxer, you gotta be ready.
Yep.
You gotta be at all times. You gotta be when you're not fighting. You gotta be training.
Yeah.
Even when you're not fighting, you gotta be training because you lose all that shit right away. You lose your edge if you stop training.
Yeah, the
So it's
best
all
example of
day.
that is Tyson against Buster Douglas. They said he was
Oof.
partying in Tokyo all week, and you saw what happened.
Yeah. Well, that's
Bust
all another
up.
story. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people could do it. Like look at people like Broner did it for a little bit, but that didn't
Yeah, we
last
saw how that
long.
ended up.
But that's what Mayweather said in the interview one time. He said, "Bro, Broner ain't gonna last long." And then he was cool with Broner at the time until they started beefing. But when they beef, he was like, "Man, ain't even a real beef. He's just mad because I don't want to fuck with him no more." They're like, "Why?" He's like, "Listen, all that talking shit is cool, but if you're not disciplined,
No
you
matter.
know what I'm saying? If you're not eating the right thing, you're not working in the gym all the time. Like, he's like, bro, yeah, I talk shit, but I'm talking shit because I know I'm outworking everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm outworking everybody. So that's why I'm talking shit. I'm not just talking shit because I can throw hands.
Yep.
You know, there's a science to what I do. So yeah, if you don't have the discipline, bro, you ain't gonna nah.
Never
They
gonna
do it.
last.
They do it. But I don't. The top boxers, every time they're interviewing them, then like you know they're not like at a show or a party. They're at the gym.
Yep.
All the boxers they interview them at the gym. At the gym, they're sitting there, no shirt on, sweating. These dudes live there.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But so you go through all that, you put your body through all that. That's a lot of sacrifice, and to be top, you know, yeah, he definitely should feel that way. That definitely like a Grammy, like because putting your body through all that shit, like Olympic people who every 4 years, they got to be ready. So they're doing little preliminary races and other swimming and shit like that just to stay in shape. Like that's to put your body through a lot, bro. Like I go to the gym literally every 5 days a week. Like I pretty much don't really miss, and I'm up at 4 in the morning. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy getting up at 4 in the morning to go to the gym. It's nuts. So I can't imagine like that's your lifestyle. Like, and it's hard to stay disciplined. Like Saturday and Sunday is my cheat days. I eat like shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? For breakfast right now, I had fucking Eggo waffles and fucking Pop Tarts. Like, fuck it. Ate some nasty shit because I don't do that shit during the week. But these guys are doing it 7 days a week. They don't touch that shit.
Oh.
Try to get the shit smacked out of them by their trainer. Like the fuck, it's a lot.
True. I do at least 10 miles of cardio during the week, and then during the weekend I do 7. I can imagine a pro athlete's doing like at least more than that, double probably.
Yeah, they're doing 2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
10 miles in the morning, 10 miles in the afternoon, 10 miles at night. Like it's fucking crazy. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bud.
Different type of lifestyle, man. Different type of lifestyle.
All right. Well, that Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez fight was sponsored by the Saudis, and obviously the Saudis are in big news again. WrestleMania 43 is going to be in Saudi Arabia in 2027, and obviously the pro wrestling community was not happy about that decision for many different reasons. Obviously, Saudi Arabia is known for a lot of human rights violations as a modern government. Known for free speech crackdowns, discrimination against women, abuse of migrant workers, the LGBTQ community, they've been cracked down on. So, obviously Saudi Arabia is not a country without controversies. So obviously people are, and this has been the thing going on. WWE signed this deal, what was it? I think it's always been 10 years they've been doing events in Saudi Arabia. So obviously, Saudi Arabia, people call it sports washing, where they're using the wealth to invest in sports and entertainment to distract people from these controversies. So, it's just another step for Saudi Arabia to do this. And the rumor is that they're paying $250 million for WrestleMania in 2027. So it's a lot of money. And trust me, don't think other sports leagues aren't watching this. Who's to say that the NFL, if they get $1 billion, they're not going to put a Super Bowl in Saudi Arabia? Who say they don't do it? So
Yeah.
my thoughts are, you know what? I get the concern. I get the people are mad because obviously, who's going to want to travel over to Saudi Arabia to watch WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Not many people. But obviously, WWE, hey, they're getting 250 million supposedly.
They don't give
So
a.
if
They
they're
don't.
getting
They
that
don't give
much
a.
money.
Who the fuck?
They don't really care.
They don't give
us,
a. Yeah.
about us regular fans. So
Yeah.
yeah, you know, it should be. You know, they're going to try to get people. You know, they're going to try to get The Rock. They were going to try to get Austin for something. Maybe they'll try to get Shawn Michaels out of retirement one more time. Maybe
No.
Undertaker out of
Don't do
retirement
that.
one more
Don't do
time.
Shawn Michaels. Don't do. He's done.
So, so they have the Rumble next year. So and now they have WrestleMania 2027. So you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, we know what TKO is all about. They're all about the money.
Yeah.
They've shown it
Always been.
numerous times. They're all about the money. So this is just another example of that. So,
Yep.
Saints out. What are your thoughts on WrestleMania 2027 being in Saudi Arabia?
It was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time because remember they said they were going to stop doing Saudi shows for a little bit. What they do? They did more Saudi shows. I was like, yo, it's only a matter of time. And you know what the crazy thing about wrestling fans are mad because I was watching AAA on Friday and they announced it. You heard you sold out chance. I'm like, dog, y'all gotta understand. This is a business. This is a business. They don't give a fuck about what you think. TKO don't give a fuck what you think. Don't care if they like, yo, we got 200 million, bro. You know what? I'm putting the 200 million over my ears. I ain't listening to you right now, man. That's poor folk talk. That's poor folk talk.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Some wrestling fans are still gonna find a way to get out there.
Of course.
So what y'all talking about? Like, listen, like I've always
And
said,
TKO will fly in celebrities.
Yo, like, yo, bro.
Yeah, they'll fly in
Jelly
people.
Roll, Jelly Roll, and who's that dude? With all the tattoos. He was a rapper. And
Post Malone.
they were in where they just have their last show at France. They were just in France. They flew them out to France. Jelly Roll, bro. TKO wants what they want. They want celebrities in the front row. Even at SummerSlam, it was Drewski, it was Cardi B. They had those people there. That's what they want. Yo. When I heard, like, when Kobe sent us the pic, like, oh, they want to keep it the UFC, I was like, oh, it's over. It's over. What y'all expect? y'all thought y'all was going to be... They don't want y'all there. They don't want y'all funky asses there, yo. Fuck out.
Yep.
Well, let's get because now they're doing Drake as the Nokia. They're doing it as a theme song. You know who they want. They're targeting people.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a WWE move. I got no problem with it. Only people who are mad about it are just weird wrestling fans. It was inevitable. It was inevitable.
Yeah.
Scumbag, you got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think real quick I wanted to touch on the cultural differences, like.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, like
the women
wrestling fans that are going there. Hey, be careful, man. Do not do anything that this is not America, man. You do something wrong there. Hey, it's a different world over there. So just be careful if you're going. So
and the thing is the things that as a Western civilization, as we look as barbaric or not fair or not right, that's how they live out there. And sometimes the women and the people there don't give a shit. Like it's their way of life. It's their religion. It's their lifestyle. So they have no problem. Like I read a story one time where I don't know what country it was or what city it was in the Middle East, but when the women are born, they cut their clits off because they don't want them to have pleasure when they have sex because it's a sin or some shit like that. And I think it was somewhere in Iraq, and a woman out there wrote an article saying like, this is our religion, this is how we practice, and you white women over there in Western civilization should come over here and like save us. You're not saving us. You're trying to destroy our culture. You're come over here and try to turn us into all Christians. You know what I'm saying? Which is what they want. Western civilization, that's what they want. They want everyone to be Christians. So it's hard when it comes to business to get into that. It's a real slippery slope. It's real like, I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. And I know sometimes you look at it like, then the way they treat women out there is not fair. But when you get for $250 million fucking dollars, or what is it, $250 million, right?
Yeah, that's the rumored number.
Yeah, $250 million. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We gotta see how it works out because they have women wrestlers that are like big in the culture.
Yep.
You're not gonna have them part of WrestleMania and SummerSlam.
No, they've been a part of it. They just have to cover up when they wrestle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, is that cool for them that they gotta, But hey, they might be cool with it for one event. Like, bring the people out here because imagine the kids out there in Saudi Arabia. They like wrestling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's tough. But hey man, shout out to Triple H, I guess, and TKO for making bank, bro. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All right, before we get to Pepper Takes, a word from our sponsor. If you notice, on the top right, you see our sponsor there. So, take it away.
Once again, shout out to Nickel Pass for being a sponsor to this lovely PGN podcast. Once again, you can download them on the Apple Store, Nickel Pass, where you can get all of your news channels all in one section. If you want to read the New York Times, the Boston Journal, the Wall Street, all one click and only $20 a month. Please download Nickel Pass. I put on my sponsorship voice.
Yeah, well done. All right, Pepper Takes. This one, this is gonna be a tough one. Obviously, we have to really be careful how we talk about this one because what it involves. But we'll try to talk about it the best way we can. And obviously, that is the death of Charlie Kirk. A little bio about him. Charlie Kirk, he founded Turning Point USA. It's an organization that rallies youth, young people into conservative populist movement. He started at 18 years old after dropping out of college. The event that he went to when he unfortunately lost his life was called the American Comeback Tour. And he went to Utah Valley University in Utah, and it was to persuade and own challengers of his views for his fans. And to just basically to have, hey, if you're a fan of me, you're going to love what I'm doing in terms of challenging these different viewpoints that people have against me. So that's basically what the event was.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have dates in Montana, Virginia, Mississippi, and Minnesota. And we saw what happened. I don't think we should have saw all those videos that we saw online, but that's a whole different discussion. I've seen it. I saw it a few times, and there's one close up I saw once, and I was like, you know what? I probably shouldn't be seeing all this. So after that, I was kind of done with that. Obviously, the reaction has been very, very interesting to say the least. Obviously, his supporters, they've been saying, hey, this ain't right. This is, a certain group of people's fault. And they've been inciting more hateful stuff, more, just more, hate and vitriol. So I guess my thoughts on it are just, I didn't feel happy about his passing, but I also didn't feel sad about it either. It was much like the Hogan situation. It kind of is like, there's a guy who, he said a lot of incendiary things about people like us.
Yeah.
No bones about it. And he said it with impunity. Nobody.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. That's how I looked at it. Sad to say. I mean, that's how I felt about it. But my main takeaway is this gonna positively or negatively affect anything? And I'm just like, no, because we don't really live in a pragmatic society. We live in a weird time here, and it's just more. Hey, is it gonna lead to more violence? Is it gonna lead to more hate, more vitriol?
Yeah,
that's probably what it's gonna lead to. And we've seen it. We've seen how some people reacted to it. And that's my main takeaway. It's like, we can't just, say, hey, you know what? Maybe all this vitriol is not good. Maybe all these guns aren't good. No, it's just going to be more the same because there's still people like Charlie Kirk still around with similar viewpoints, with podcasts and all that stuff. So it's just not going to really change in a lot of ways. It might be even worse. And, even his wife, she kind of said, hey, we're going to keep things going. I'm just like, okay, I guess I was gonna say, hey, my condolences. But if you're saying that, I don't know. And then I saw a post about her with the casket, kissing the hand. I'm like, why are we seeing this? Why are we seeing this? So I guess my main takeaway, you know what?
What's happening.
I feel bad for the kids. I feel bad for the kids because they don't have a father at a very young age. But other than that, if somebody says, "Hey, I'm not gonna be all sympathetic to his passing," I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're wrong. So those are my main takeaways about it. Saints out. What are your takeaways of the passing of Charlie Kirk? Charlie Kirk.
This was because he was saying some crazy things, man. I was like, yo, dog, you out here wilding, bro. Like saying like slavery. I was just like, you know what? He's one of those people like I wasn't listening to because one thing about those type of people, they want you to give them energy. Like if you listen to them, they get you upset and get you there. And I'm just like, yo, bro, I got my own shit going on. I don't need to hear why you think the shit that's going on is beneficial to my life, bro. Shut up. Cool. He died. I really have no feeling towards it. I've seen people celebrate it. I'm like, if you say the things you do, you gotta understand that's gonna happen. Then you got the other side who's like, this is an indoctrination, and then then you got the right wingers who are like, oh, this is gonna. I'm like, this is just gonna start more people being more crazy. That's all I'm ever seeing. Because now I'm like, what else is gonna happen? Because this shit was always a spark egg to something, and his wife is like, we're gonna go even harder. I'm like, can you just relax and mourn? Just be in a time of mourning, not saying all this vitriol shit, man. Like these, and then my thing is, why do y'all let these politicians, these people in power, these millionaires rile you guys up? They don't live like you motherfuckers, bro. Like understand that. Oh,
that's what they want you to do. They want you to be divided.
Yo, do I not see that these millions don't give a fuck what you think? Red or blue side, don't give a fuck. They just want you to be angry. Yeah, they ain't saying what I mean. That motherfucker has never lived a day in your shoes. Biden, Trump, none of those motherfuckers know how you live, but you'll let them incite you to the fucking top. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. My God. Oh.
Come back. Yeah. Got any thoughts?
That is wild. Well, it's tough because just seeing someone die for what they believe in, period, is just like, come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like we could disagree on something and we don't like what he says sometimes, and but to rejoice after he got shot, it was a bit much, and I was disappointed to see that. And someone who says I'm like a liberal, I'm just not super liberal, what I'm saying? To that point that I'm like, hey man, you know what I mean? And it's like people have to understand is where this guy came from, right? He's from the South, all right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand that his mentality is more of a Southern mentality.
Yep.
There's black people in the South that would agree with him because down South, right? They know it's segregated. Mm-hmm. They know I'm a black person. I don't belong in that store, and they're fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones up here up north going, "What? I can't go in that store? This is outrageous." Probably looking at you crazy, like, "Yeah, we don't go in that store. What's the problem? You don't want your freedom, brother? Like, why'd you go to my store down the block, my black-owned store, or my black-owned supplies with my black people that I'm comfortable with? Yeah, that's what I do." And you're like, this is outrageous. Like another thing where it's a cultural difference. Whether you want to believe it or not, you say the USA. This is why the USA is so very hard to take over. We're gigantic. Texas is probably half the size of Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're a big fucking country. And we're so big that literally, if I'm in Belleville, right?
Yep.
If I walk down the block, walk to Newark, it's a whole different fucking area. It's a whole different belief system. It's a whole different way they live and act and survive. Totally different, and we're literally in the same state. I'm walking 2 blocks down. So if you're talking about you're from New York, you're talking about someplace wherever he's from, that's a normal way of thinking. You know how many black people I've seen online, I've read articles on, books, not read books, but I've seen books written on, that black people believe the civil rights movement was fucking stupid. How many times you see on the internet
they made fun of that on the Boondocks. I remember that.
Yeah.
how black people talk down on Martin Luther King? I've seen it.
Yeah.
When his birthday comes around, you see a lot of people who are black talking shit about Martin Luther King. It's yeah, you say Charlie Kirk is this shit and this that, but it's a very normal way of thinking from where he's from. He had black people on his podcast. He had black people asking questions. He never said anything negative to racist to them. You know what I mean? It was like, "Oh, you N-word, get the F out of my thing." He never put a sign on his debates. No black people allowed. Like he never did any of that. You know what I mean? And I see interviews where he had I see an interview where a black mom, right, was with her daughter, and he said, "Oh, look at your baby, such a blessing. Look at her." Da 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 da. And he was speaking, even though I think a lot of his shit was misinformed, because what people do is they don't look up the stats themselves. They'll hear one guy say it and then run with it. So he's running with a narrative that 15% of the population, which is black, do 80% of the crimes. No, that's not true. If you really look at the numbers. But he's spitting that misinformation because that's what's told to him. It goes with his beliefs. Then on top of that, this is where it gets fucked up at. You see you're making money from this.
Yeah.
You're getting podcast deals. People are packing up your shows. You have a mansion. You have all this shit going on now. Now you gotta lean into it now. You know what I mean? So you fall to I think that's probably where he went wrong. Once the money came in and he knew he had to stay that way,
didn't move off.
That was it. You know, he couldn't move off it. But he was a man of faith. He spoke about God, and he, it seemed like he was a good father. I've seen videos of him with his kids, and he's interacting with them and being a father. You know what I mean? And that's the most saddest part of this whole thing, is that his kids have to see that video over and over and over.
Yeah.
Because they know they're going to see it over and over.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's the sad part. And that is where, like, people say, "Oh, but he deserves." I'm like, listen. Just like in the justice system, there's levels. There's first-degree murder. There's second-degree murder. There's third-degree murder. Details lead to certain punishments. If you get they have aggravated assault. They got all different kinds of degrees in these crimes because certain details lead to certain punishments. Well, if you put Charlie Kirk in the actual court of law, he would not be sentenced to death for what he's done in his life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can disagree with what he believes in, but court of law, that would not sentence him to death. When you get probation and shit like that, yeah. But to say he deserved death, no.
Yeah, at most he probably should have got his ass kicked at least once.
Yeah, punch in the face one time. Yeah, punch in the face one time. Not a big deal. Sometimes you need to get slapped. Sometimes you wallet out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your ass
sometimes I've seen people talk shit, crazy, get slapped. Damn, yo, you know what? I was wilding. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it. So,
sometimes that's all they really need, though. Like, you need like a good punch to the face. Like, yo, you talking crazy? I bang. Like, hey, okay, all right. Oh,
yeah. I've seen people fight, and after they fight, they become closer.
Yeah,
because that guy needed his ass whipped to come talk to you and say, "Hey, you know what? Maybe I was wilding out." You know what I mean? So that's what should have happened to him. But for that to happen, nah, that shit was crazy, and it's bananas, bro. That's all I gotta say about it. It's just sad.
I forgot to mention the perpetrator of the crime, Tyler Robinson. He turned himself in after talking to his father. So, and what we know about him is that he grew up in a conservative suburban town in Utah. There's photos that showed up with him with his family hunting. Most people describe him as smart, quiet, and respectful. But clearly he had some issue with Charlie Kirk and why he did it. So I guess we'll find out why he did it at some point. Right now, the last report I saw that he's not cooperating with authorities. So maybe we won't find out. But it is what it is. So
always those
He
crazy
probably,
ones.
yeah, one of those crazy people, and it's like, bro, this what, and what's sad is that one of Charlie Kirk's hot takes. Hey, I'm okay with the Second Amendment, even if you have to lose some people in the process.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
He
that's the
says some
unfortunate
wild
irony.
shit like that. Yeah, because you know what? That's not a cultural thing where how South thinks like that. There should be gun laws. There has to
Yes.
be. How many
Yeah.
mass shooters? How many mass shooters
Too
are we going to
many.
go through before you make gun laws? Why
Yeah,
is
you
these
see the
kids?
statistics in other countries. It's like there's
Yeah,
barely any, but here it's like in the hundreds every year.
yeah. Every year we're having one average every day almost.
Yeah,
It's so normal now. We don't even know what's happening. The school shooting again. Okay, anyhow, it's really
We
like
just
that
move
at
on
this
with our
point.
business.
It's really at that point that we're not even being shocked by it no more. It's becoming a normal way of life in America. Like, we work at a school. We have to do all the drills.
Yep.
Now, part of the drill is an active shooter. Yeah, fire drill, drill, and now you have a active shooter drill.
Yep.
This is normal way of living now. You're gonna see the next thing you know, 20 years from now, you're gonna see teachers being strapped. Dead ass. Or you're gonna have armed security. You know what I mean?
certain schools have that too. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro. And we ex scumbag. We had how many lockdown drills we have to do where we gotta go in the corner with the kids
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
the fuck. I'm not doing none of that shit. Something breaks out, them kids are on their own. I told them that shit immediately.
you can't
They
say
on
that.
their own, bro. Like, yo, y'all on
God
your
damn.
own. Dude, that serious, bro. And they're like, yo, you know what, Mr. Lobby, you right. I'm like, yo, y'all are 16, 17. Y'all on your own, bro. Rolling out a window. Rolling out a window, bro. Somewhere, somehow. Like, but like, it's the truth.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? That
Well, they're
dude who
bigger.
did shoot-
They're bigger.
Yeah,
They're
they're bigger. So, like, yeah.
Like
You know what's
when we
crazy?
worked at Marshall, we'd be asked out
Yeah,
because we
they
can't
still on
leave.
their own. But
We can't. We can't leave 25 kids. We can't leave 25 6-year-olds on their own.
Yeah.
and you know what's
You know what
crazy?
I
The
mean?
shooter, I bet he gonna say this. I read the Bible and I had a quote that told me I needed to do. They all do that shit. I'm like, y'all always quote this when y'all want to do some shit, man. Like, yo, just be like, yo, I just want to shoot this motherfucker. Don't be like, yo, I read Ephesians
I don't think it was the
16.
Bible. I think it was online. He was probably on some deep stuff online. And he was like, oh, maybe that's what I need to do. That's
Yeah.
probably more likely what happened here.
They always quoting some shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a quote.
Sad.
We got a comment from Straw Hat.
Yeah,
He's
see what he
agreeing
said.
with Scumbag's point. And Reed's from
No.
Texas, so if anything, he
Yeah.
could be able to
Oh
tell
yeah,
us.
he'll definitely know. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's where, like I said, it was sad, but yeah. See, I'm glad he attested to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My
Yeah.
last point is, hey man, we just gotta be careful every time. Like even in my back of my head, sometimes when I'm out publicly, I'm like, yo, what if something happens, goes left? How am I gonna react? What am I gonna do? So it's sad that we
Dipping
think that way. So, but it is what it is.
I'm dipping. I'm
Yeah.
diving, bro. I'm just like, oh, this is why. Like I always tell people, listen, don't let anyone get in your personal space, bro. If I don't know you, don't get in arm's length with me, bro. Like that's who I am. You just gotta be on. You just gotta be. Listen, there's too many crazy people out here, bro. There's no
Yeah.
money. People ain't working, and everyone's just desperate right now. You gotta be careful, bro. Like that's one thing I would say. Just be careful, motherfuckers. Desperate people, man. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
you
the
for the
last
last take.
topic. It's not easy to transition from a topic like that, but we will do
Yeah.
it. And our last topic is Joe Budden. He admitted that he auditioned for the role of Kratos on the live-action God of War series coming up on Netflix. And obviously, social media had their fun with that. And I saw a lot of memes, a lot of tweets about it. And my takeaway is, hey, you know what? Hey, if Joe Budden wants to do it, hey, you should do it. I want to see if Joe Budden can act. Maybe not this role, but maybe other roles could come about for him, and maybe we can see his ability to act. So, hey, he's done a great job transitioning. He had the rap career, and now he's been a podcaster, and now maybe he's going to have transition to acting. So we'll see how it goes. Saints out. What are your thoughts on Joe Budden audition for Kratos?
Love it. I love seeing people get out of their comfort zone doing something that's like, oh, I never would have thought that before. For me, honestly, even if he didn't want to do that, if they ever do another game, I would love to see him do a voiceover for that. Like I'm just all about people just trying new things. Hey man, like listen, life's too short to just be, yo, I'm gonna stick to this. I'm gonna do it. Nah, go out there, go try to act, go try to do this, because you never know what you're gonna be good at. Shout out to Joe Budden for trying something new. So I'm all with it, man. Like yo, do it, be great. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's come back. Your thoughts?
Come on, man. Kratos, though. You know who Kratos is? Yeah, it's a live action. He has to be in it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see, that's crazy because like
he could have pulled up,
Get the fuck out of here, Kratos.
He's too stoic. Yeah, Kratos is stoic. I don't know if Joe Budden can be stoic that long.
Yeah, exactly. And without looking like Joe Budden. Like, you're Joe Budden. It's hard to not look at you as Joe Budden. Like, the fuck? Like, Cameron said he has that trouble. Like, they see him as Cam in the movies. It's hard to separate it. You know what I mean? So, fuck out of here. But, I mean, like you said, trying new things. Hey, what if the fucking producer would have said, man, you know what? I never noticed it before, but you kind of like Kratos. You know what I mean? I don't know. I've seen weirder shit happen. I mean, we've seen this.
Maybe not Kratos, but maybe another character within this.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Street Fighter, the first Street Fighter. None of the motherfuckers look like any of the characters.
Oh no!
Remember M. Bison? That's horrible. Ugh. Yo, Ryan, you can't. Yo, bro, we gotta. Oh man, I wish I had the desktop now. We could show the pictures of these people. Insane. But yo, you see the preview of 50 as Balrog?
No, not yet.
Nah.
Oh, you know who Balrog is? In Street Fighter?
Oh, Balrog. No. I didn't watch it yet. Okay. Street Fighter.
So Street Fighter Balrog is an American boxer in the game.
Yeah.
So
I think I might be familiar with them. I think I might be. Yeah.
Yeah. So 50 is playing Balrog, and they had a preview of it, and he was like jump roping, like looking like Balrog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looked hard. But anywho's, yeah, man, come on, man. Joe Budden as Kratos, get the fuck out of here. You better get a big ass dude and shit. Like, get an unknown. You know what I mean? Because Kratos is too. He gotta be real big. He gotta have a commanding presence. He gotta have a deep voice. Like, it's a lot. You know what I mean? To be Kratos. You know what I mean? So, nah. If it was a voiceover, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe because Joe Budden does have a deep voice.
That's what I said. Yeah.
He would kind of have to tweak it a little bit to kind of, you know what I mean, make it sound more menacing. But I don't think we'll have much to do to tweak it. But like you said, they have the game later on because look, it went viral. You know what I mean? The creators might be like, oh, you know what's funny? Let's have like a store owner have Joe Budden's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kratos goes to the store to buy some axes or some shit. You know what I mean? Or he could be a wizard or something. So
yeah, why not? Like just try. Like now, if he gets into that, then he could do the animated movies for them and stuff like that. You just never know what you can get into.
Never know. Yeah, you gotta try. But that's about it.
And that's it because we got the game starting at 1.
Yeah, we got the games coming up soon. So once again, you can follow us on social media, PGN Pod. That's on Twitter. That's on IG. That is on TikTok. And that's on YouTube. So PGN Pod. And you can watch the video version of this podcast on Bringing the Wheel TV.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on next Sunday.
Yeah. Saints I will have his PGN bets, obviously. And I'll have a recap of
this week
later on tonight as well. So once again, it's Scumbag McGee. For Saints this is K-Dap, and we will see you next week.
Peace.